Ayun, nakaka-heard na siya. So, to recap, for natay tulo ka classifications of annuity, natay by term, by dates of payment, and then whether or not mag-coincide ang imuhang length of payment interval o imuhang compounding period. Okay, so with that, sa first task, sa annuity is classified by term, natay annuity certain, which is kabulutan kung kano siya mag-start o kano siya mag-end. When it comes to perpetuity, kabulutan ko siya mag-start pero wala siya end. So, forever ang imuhang pag-compound siyang interest. But when we say contingent annuity, kabulutan kung kano siya mag-start pero ang iyang end is dependent on something happening. So, for example, especially kani sa contingent annuity is kani mga insurances, kanang mag-end lang iyahang payment once nga mamatay na ang imuhang kanang ang katong payor or kanang mag-withdraw siya from the insurance. And then the second classification is annuities classified by dates of payment. So actually, kaning annuity is classified by dates of payment. Ano siya atong chapters 5, chapters 4, 5, and 6. So naatay ordinary annuity. So can anyone tell me unsa ang ordinary annuity?
Made at the end of each payment.
Periodic payments made at the end of each interval.
Okay, very good. So when I say ordinary annuity, the payments are made at the end of every compounding period. Tama? Tama na? Okay.
Yes, sir.
How about annuity due? What is annuity due?
Payments are
made at the beginning of each payment interval.
Okay. So, when we say annuity dues are kanang annuities na ang payments nimo are made every beginning of the compounding period or payment interval. Now, deferred annuity. But when we say deferred annuity, what do you mean by this?
Periodic payments, sir, are made at the end of each payment interval.
Sa future na and deferred, sir.
Wow, unsa difference ni ordinary annuity and deferred annuity?
Ang term, sir, dili kayo magsugod.
Okay. Okay, so more na siya og kuan kanang tawag ani man say deferred annuity na may agreement daan nga sige kanang magbayad og annuity pero kanang nasa aptay grace period or a period of deferment kumbaga nga kanang delayed sa akong payment for this part for example 6 months and then ayan na ko mag periodic payment na continuous. Tama? Okay. Now, kung when we say deferred annuity, at the end lang ba siya pwede o pwede po siya kanang when we say at the end kanang deferred ordinary annuity lang ba siya or naa po deferred annuity due? Kaya ang gimension ni Balyada is only kuan naman deferred ordinary annuity. Is it possible na naa po deferred annuity due?
Pwede, sir.
Okay, very good. So, naapod siya deferred annuity due, okay? The thing about deferred annuity is that delayed yun iyahang payment. Na lang yun siya kanang period of deferment ba nga kanang before ko mag-ordinary annuity or before ko mag-annuity due, kanang pahulayas ako kadjot and then I'll pay you continuously. Okay, that's deferred annuity. Nakuha? Hello? Nakuha? Okay. Annuity classified by length of payment and interest compounding period. Okay, so natay simple annuity. And we also have complex annuity or general annuity. What's the difference between the two? What's the difference? people of the world and the Philippines in the universe? Can you still hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's the difference between the two? When we say simple annuity and complex annuity or general annuity?
Kwan, sir,
Simple
kanang
annuity,
murag
sir, kay
Simple.
coincide siya sa interest compounding periods.
Okay. So, simple annuity means ang imuhang periodic payment. So, kung mayon ka nga kanang imuhang compounding interest is when kag monthly. So, monthly interest is compounded monthly or like ana. So, kung mayon siya compounded monthly, meaning imong annuity payments pod is monthly. Pero, the thing about complex annuity or general annuity is that may instances na maingon siya nga compounded monthly ang imong interest but ang imong payment is quarterly. So, dili siya magparehas. Nasundan?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, for chapter 4, we will concentrate on ordinary annuity. So this is chapter 4, this is chapter 5, and chapter 6 kanang is deferred annuity and perpetuity. Okay. So for ordinary annuity, guys, I will not discuss anymore the for kanang solving problems using the table ha. I will only concentrate on using the formula. Okay lang ba?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sige. Can somebody tell me by chatting on our Google Meet kung saan formula for future value for ordinary annuity? Sige, I'll wait sa chat. Sabay nag-type or wala?
Naa, sir.
Sige. Maghulat ko ha. Okay. So, payment times. Okay, sige. So, sakto ang gitype ni Erica o ni Francis. Okay, sige. I'll just copy kung kinsa pinaka-last na sakto, okay? Okay, so here, so our formula is this one. So, future value of ordinary annuity is equal to payment times 1 plus I. Our I here is already, unsa man si I nato dire? I is already, unsa man?
Interest
Interest rate per
Interest rate.
Okay. Interest rate per period. And then, okay. Sige. And N is what? Unsa man si N nato?
Number of periods, sir.
Okay, number of years, which is compounding period per year times the number of years. Tama?
Yes, Yes, sir. sir.
Okay. Sige. Now, the question is, so, kabanata nga ang si formula for FBOA. Unsa ang kuan? What if, sige, before we go to manipulating the formula, let's just try kanang using an example, no? So, atong i-type here, what is the future value of an ordinary?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Kanang magpato daw si mama.
Okay, sige. Okay, sorry.
Sige, sir.
Okay, sige. Per month for 3 years at 12% interest compounded monthly. Okay. Or do you want me to give an example nga murag pareha sa akong exams?
Pwede sad, sir.
Pwede sa
Sir.
Sige, sir. Ingat po, sir. Para sa exam.
Sige. Sige. By the way, kamusta man mo itong last year exam? Kaya na?
Bagsak,
GG,
sir.
sir.
Baral mo.
Sir.
Maayos, sir.
Kaya mo. Zero.
Zero.
Sige. Madali. May tatagpuan. Kanang lisod, pe. Wait lang, ha? This is, chapter 4 malito, no? Chapter 4. Chapter 4. Oh, sige. Dito sa ideas for exam. ठीक है. Okay, let's start with this. Si Jose. So Jose wants to retire in 20 years, and for this purpose, he is depositing $200 at the end of each month in a sinking fund that pays 7.2% compounded monthly. If he will be doing this for 20 years, then how much money will be there for him when he retires? Okay, so using our formula, our payment is that's $200 per at the end of each month. And then, so Kali guys, what do you think? Is this a simple annuity or a complex annuity?
Simple, sir.
Simple because imuhang payment
Each
is
month.
every month, and then imong compounding period is monthly. Tama?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So our I here is actually 0.072 over 12. Nasundan?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Our N here is pila ka years?
20.
20.
20 years.
So that's 20 times 12.
12.
Okay, so nata diri 0.072 over 12, and then add 20 times 12. Okay, so with that, we can solve now for our future value. When we add the difference between not difference, pero including you guys when it comes to identifying whether or not future value siya or present value is that when we say future value, ang gipangutana is amount in the future. While when we say present value, ang ginapangutana is kanang amount karon. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Pero what if ang pangutana is concerning kung pila akong amount karon and then kanang nag-start kong deposit kay 10 years ago. Unsa man na siya? Is it present value or future value?
Pwede throw ng question, sir?
Okay ha, question ha. Ang pangutana is pila ang akong total amount na tigom karon tapos nag-start yung deposit is 10 years ago. Is the question about a future value or a present value?
value, sir.
Future value
sir.
yapon siya. Tama? Future yapon siya tungod
Yes, sir.
kay
Future.
kanang ago na nag-start yung deposit is kanang before months pangutana sa katong time na karon. Tama?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sige.
Sir.
Now solving our problem, so our payment is $200, and then we multiply that by 1 plus 0.006. Rounded off ba ni? Ayan na lang to be safe. Sige. Over 12, and then raised to the power of 240, and then minus 1 over 0.072 over 12. Nasundan ba ang kuan pag substitute sa formula?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. Sige. So, the answer is, ano man eh? $20 times 1 plus. Hello, ma'am. Ay, anong 0.12? Dahil, anong 0.12 mo eh? Dapat divided by 12 lang dahil. Okay. Sige. So, nasundan ang pag-an. Nasundan man ang pag-solve na.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes,
using this information, let's try to manipulate the formula. And let's see if we can still get the same answer. Okay. So, what if the question is the payment? So, we now know that our future value is this one. What if the question is the amount of payment? So, can somebody type sa tong chat unsa ang formula for payment? Let ko ha. Okay. Sige. Let's try to use Novi's formula. So according to Novi, the formula is payment is equal to FV divided by 1 plus I to the power of N minus 1 plus I. Okay. Nasundan ba sa uban anong ingani ang nahitabo sa formula?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, okay. So the thing about this one is we simply have to transfer this equation padulong diri, tama?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this formula can also be expressed as sundan ka nung pwede na ito siya ma-express as this one. Guys. Nakabalo mo anong ingani siya pagka-solve ay pagkuan, tawag ani, pag-transfer, anong nahimong numerator na si I?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sige.
Ambot ka ba?
How about the others?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Kaya nga naman, 'di ba divide ko naman na siya, over I man na siya. So meaning, 'di ba, kabalo mo anang kanang function sa mathematics nga pag kanang dividing fractional numbers, ang denominator pwede mo siya ma-transform into multiplication, but ang fractional na ubos imo siyang kuhaon niyang reciprocal or balihon nimo siya. Ang denominator sa denominator, imo siyang himong numerator, and the numerator will become denominator. Nasundan?
Yes, sir.
So, mahimo
Yes,
na
sir.
siyang FV times I over 1 plus I to the power of N minus 1. Okay? Sige. Now, let's see, using this information, kung we can still get the same $200 nga amount. Okay. So, without rounding off, let's try to solve this one. So, yun siya nga, it's FV. Okay, times our I is 0.072 over 12. So let's enclose this with parentheses. And then over 1 plus I, so that's 1 plus 1, 1 plus 0.072 over 12, and then Raised to the power of, that's 240. And then minus 1. Okay. So, nasundan yung sa pagkuha sa ato ang payment?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, using the same information, what if si N ang pangutana? Can somebody tell me kung saan pag-solve for N? Sa to ang chat sa Google Meet. I'll wait for it, ha? Mark R. Sorry. Yes, Alex?
Nag-answer naman ko dito sa answer pero di kayo na ako matanaw. Ako siyang tanaw ng OneNote, sir, ha?
Sige. Okay, I'll wait for the formula sa N. Sa other people, nakakuan ba? Wait lang, Ben. Basig, pwede lang po ko mag... Malagi no?
And
Wait lang ha. Wait lang, guys. Ida, kinsa tuman nga wala ka nang try na mo again, ako mong i-accept o try mo again ng join katong kuan. Wait lang, try mo again ng join. Naanabay ka balo? Okay, very
nag-comment ko,
good.
sir. Sakto, sir?
Okay, very good, Alex. So, ano siya ay, sorry.
Sakto na siya, sir?
Okay, very good. I actually sent a photo of how it was derived. I don't know if it's clear though. Ha!
Na ako, sir, pero kuan man.
Makuan
Ikaw
eh.
lang.
Maklaro ba ninyo?
Dili kayo,
Ah,
sir.
Oh my
Kayo.
God.
Siya
Dili kayo
mag,
no?
na,
Sige ha.
pwede man ko mag-share screen.
Pwede
Na,
man siguro i-cam scanner, sir.
Dali, pero kung magod siya, it will take time magod kung cam scanner. How about this one? Kana. Balag nipi halap-halap. Char.
Okay na, sir.
Okay na, sir.
Okay.
Klaro.
Yeah.
Okay na.
So from this formula na FBO equals payment times 1 plus I to the power of N minus 1 over I. Di ba muna ito ang source of the formula, tama?
Yes, sir.
Tapos,
Yes, sir.
so our kanang term of question here is si N. So meaning dapat kani siya ang mabilin. So with that, with this equation, mabayan nato si payment o si I. So with that, name mo siyang FBOA times I, kay si I atong i-transfer dito. And then, over payment. And then, kay si payment for multiplication, mayroon siyang division. So mabilin is 1 plus I to the power of N minus 1. And then, at transfer na to si minus 1. So may mo siyang 1 plus I to the power of N. And then, FBOA times I over payment. Tapos, from minus 1, may mo siyang plus 1. And then, since exponent man si N, we'll use logarithm. So, when it comes to logarithm, so manaog si N, pero may mo siyang log-based si 1 plus I. So, log of FBOA times I over payment plus 1 over log of 1 plus I, or log of FBOA times I over payment plus 1 to the base of 1 plus I. Nasundan?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Sige.
Yes, sir.
Now, everybody, I want you to kanang tawag ano eh. I want you to solve out for our N here. I want you to solve for our N here kung makuha ba nato si 240 using your calculators. Okay? So, if everybody can do you have your calculator with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sige ha. So, okay, so everybody follow my lead. So, log. If na may fractional sign, better. Wait lang ha. Kanang ang uban ba nabay fractional sign ang uban or wala? Okay. Fractional sign is this one, tama? Makitaan ba ninyo?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with that, let's try to kanang input our data. So that's log of another fractional sign. So FVOA is pila nga to ang future value. That's 106,752. So let's just try this 4 na lang kabuok nga kuan para medyo mas accurate. 0.4678 over payment is 200. Ay, napatay times sa taas, no? So times our I is 0.072 over 12. So over 200. Tapos, let's do... Ay, wait lang. I-enclose pa din natin siya dapat o another parenthesis. Okay. Tapos, minus 1. Ay, plus 1. And then, over nato is log of 1 plus 0.072. I'm not sure if everybody can see my kuan kay it's too long man, no? So this is how I did it on my calculator. So log of the can everybody see the ano? Klaro lang ba ang kanang figures sa akong calculator or dili?
Yes,
Klaro na ko.
Klaro mo, sir.
Okay. So here, so log of our future value na 106. So I used to nga duha ka buok ng parenthesis kay para kanang kay dapat tay plus 1 isa. So that's 106,752.4678 times our I, so 0.072 over 12 over the 200 na payment. And then because is nadantay plus 1 and then another parenthesis. And then our base is log of 1 plus 0.072 over 12. Kita ya? Okay. So when I press the equal sign, anong error ko?
Kulang ko rin ng parenthesis.
Kulang ko parenthesis di ay. Okay. Sige. It's 240. Nasolve ba sa uban?
Wala, sir.
Wala, sir. Nalibog mo, sir.
Sir, wala ko nakasunod.
Wala, sir.
500 ako, sir.
570 kapit.
Sige, i-try again. I-try input again. Kaya 240 man akong nakuha.
Ay, manta.
Sa decimal guro na ba? Or mali na ng person input. Ito ba? Taas ti kaya ni sir.
Galit, no? Taas yun siya. Pero at least, di nila malibat o buhat sa calculator ko lang kuan sa kanang tawa ni. Kanang libat og tanaw-tanaw dito sa kanang table, di ba? Sige ha, akong isulat sa akong kuan, akong ibutang dendera. Tapos let's try to input it in your calculators. 10,072 over 12 and then over 200 plus 1 all over log of 1 plus 0.072.
Pero pwede naman tinagsaon pag-conserve ba?
Pwede na good, pero kanang mas nice man good ng kanang one isa ra bitaw ka ng equal sign kay para basin magug in the process kay na kay masaypan ba. At least with this maka kanang kanang you're sure ba nga kanang dali na bitaw na mo siya i-review.
Sir, pwede ko mag-ask ilang answer again sa log?
240.
Wala na kuha.
Sige ha. I'll send a photo of how you should input it on your calculators. I'm not sure if na-send ba siya. Wait lang. Please check the messenger. Kahinay ba sa akong internet? Hinay internet guys. Sorry, good po. Break it yung maestro. Ayun. Na-send na ba siya? Let's see.
Wala pa, sir.
Wala pa, sir. Ay, narade ay.
Nana?
Nana, sir.
Nana, mag-god.
Nana,
Grabe
sir.
siya,
Nana, sir.
Sige. Wait lang de. Sige, try to input that on your calculators, and then let's see if you'll arrive at the same answer nga 240. Shit. Asa pa ka lang. Okay. Diba? Klaro siya. Oh my God, amazing. Char. Pasensya igid niya kung batingaagi guys. Ingana gina siya basta mga gwapat ta lagi pa apan. Char. Okay. Sige, nakuha na ninyo ang 240.
Ay, nala.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Dapat the others, kasi wala pa nakakuha.
Wala pa, sir.
Sir,
Wala pa, sir. Syntax error, sir.
Kulang ang parenthesis siguro. Kulang ang parenthesis. Sa inyong calculators, guys, instead nga asa dito siya. Instead nga kaning bracket, meaning ana, dapat kuan. Hello, in the wrong. Ayaw ni, ignore ni kanina part. Instead nga bracket inyong gamiton, parenthesis inyong gamiton, okay? Kaya wala may bracket si calculator, parenthesis naman na siya. Wrong ni siya part na sobraan kong parenthesis. Ang sama na ko ni pag-erase wrong. Ma'am? Wait lang din.
Di naman siya necessary nga magputang pa ka og parenthesis, sir. Kay +1 naman siya. Separate na po.
Basig kuan ba? Basig ka lang dili mabasa ni kalang calculator nga apil na sa imong log ang +1 char. just making sure kung baga ba.
Main-quote man siya.
Sige. Nakuha na ba sa uban?
Yes, sir.
O, kuha na? Okay. Yeah, very good. Okay, so with that,
syntax error, gyapon gid sir.
i-check sa ang mga parentheses.
There's syntax error.
Wait lang sir.
I-check ang mga parentheses na masig kuan. Kasi parentheses na madali ana. Pwede na po guys nga diri bitaw, diri sa kaning formula, pwede na po nga magkuan ka times 0.72 divided by 12. Dili na ka mag-fractional diri. Pwede ra gid kaayo. Same gyapon diri. Basta kay fractional na ka diri or kung wala ka gusto mag-fractional diri, imong buhaton is katong formula ni Alex nga kani payment times 0.72 over 12, i-close mo siya parenthesis and then divided by 12 na pud ka, tapos another parenthesis and then +1. Like that.
Pilay answer again, sir? 200?
240.
240? 246 lagi ning ako.
Basig wala ning ano naabot na kag 6 kisa ato nang kuanon, ato nang ipanghatag ang size. Char.
Wala ako, sir. Oh my God.
Wala. Isa tanaw na i-check na imong formula gang, ma-recall man na sa calculator. Basig na kay na sa ipandiha. Basig imong instead na 0.7 0.072 imong nabutan diha kay 75 or ingana. Or mana.
Ito daw testingan.
Kung mabalin po sila o ang isa mabalin po sa Thursday.
Sige. Kay para po tayo makaon sa time, sige lang. I-try na lang ninyo later ha. Para nakuha naman sa uban, tama?
Wala sir.
Sige, i-try na lang ninyo siya later. Tapos kanang kuan, panikamuti nga nga ang calculator di mo maka-adjust. Sige. Now, the question is, what if si I ang pangutana? Unsa man nimo siya? Can someone derive a formula for I? Ma-derive bang formula for I or dili?
Ma-derive siya gyapon, sir.
Sige daw, Bet. Pakitay ko no kung derivation sa I.
Murag na mo siya.
Kay, as far as I know, dili nito siya ma-derive si I. Ang imuhang only way for I is interpolation.
Mo na kung gibuhat day, sir. Interpolation itong gibuhat.
So for interpolation, we use the HighLow Method. Baka kuha naman mo, na-introduce naman ako na sa inyo ang HighLow Method katong exam last time. Pepals. Diba na-introduce naman ako? Okay, sige. Tapos, saan naman kanang let's, sige, kay 7.2 man siya, no? Very good kay kanang tagaan niyo, dili siya buo. Okay. I like this. So, HighLow Method. So, when it comes to HighLow Method is kanang kabulo naman ka, diba nga, ang imong future value is 106. Future value is out HV3. Okay. This is your future value of ordinary annuity. Tapos, capital siguro ka. Tapos, our payment is 200 and our N is 240. Or that is 20 times 12. And naatay, compounding nato is monthly. M is monthly. Or 12. Okay. Sige. So with that, magkuhan din ta guys. Kaning si interpolation magod is trial and error method na siya. And again, let me remind you that interpolation is just an approximation, not the accurate answer. Tama? That is why, when it comes to interpolation, mudawat ko na yung mga deviation nga ginagmay. Okay, so let's try. So, assuming na wala ta kabalo. So, what you should do first is, to the pad. What you should do first is, to assume a percent, use the, formula? Use this formula, your FDOA times payment, kani siya, ng formula, pero assume ka, percent, I ni mo is putang talag 10%. So, first assumption is 10%. So, diretso itong formula, itong siyang 0.10. Kaya assuming man nga, wala pa kabalo nga 0.072 yung answer. So, 0.10. Tapos, iyahang answer is 151,873. Now, meaning na, when it comes to future value, guys, always remember na the higher the rate of interest is the higher the amount. So with that, dako man kay atong goal is only 106,752. Should we lower the rest or should we make it higher?
Low, sir.
Low, sir.
Guys, says lower. Okay. So this is 0.10. So let's try 0.09. So with that, let's go lower. This is 0.09 and then 0.09. So it's 133. So we still have to go lower. So let's try 0.08. 0.08 and then 0.08. Okay, dol-dol na ta. Now let's try 0.07. 0.07 and 0.07. Okay, so meaning, with this guys, diba itong goal is 106,752? Tama?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So our goal is 0.752.5 and then muna atong figure. So meaning, our interest rate is in between 0.08 and 0.07 because 106 is in between 104 and 117. Nasundan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so meaning, let's look at our amounts na dayon. This would be our high, kay malamang mas dako man siya amount, and this will be our low. Right? And then, this will be our X. Now, for HighLow method, there are two possible ways. It's either, if you can remember it, high minus X over high minus low. Or we can do it this way, X minus low over high minus low. Now, always remember nga, with whatever way yung gamito, nasa numerator si X. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
okay. Now, so let's do this. So this is high man daw. So this is this one minus this one. Tapos over this one. This one. This one minus this one. Okay. For the other side, it's this one minus our low over our high minus our low. Okay. And then we divide this. So this one divided by this one. Or this one divided by this. Okay. Sige. So with that, di ba guys, ang what do you call this one? For this one, ato ang common is si high, tama? And this one, our common is si low. So with that, ato din tanawon, high is 8%. Now, di ba in between sa 0.07 o 0.08, if si 8 ang ato ang basis, do we add this one or do we deduct this one? To get a number in between 0.07 and 0.08, do we add this one or do we deduct this one?
Deduct.
Okay, deduct. So
Deduct,
meaning it's
sir.
0.08 minus this one. Okay? Gali. Oh. dili. Dili na ka mag 0.08. 8. Okay. So meaning, this is in terms of percentage na ha. Okay. Tapos, or, kanang tawag ani, what do you call this one? Kinsi common na to. Atong common is low, tama?
Yes, sir.
Atong common is low. So meaning, mag-start ta kang 7. Now, to get a number in between 8 and 7, do we add this one or do we deduct this one?
Add, sir.
I-add, sir.
So equals 7.
Add, sir.
7 plus this one. You will still get the same number. Amazing na?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mo din na.
Okay. Tapos, now, always remember that, tawag nito, always remember that, what do you call this one? Interpolation is approximation. Okay? So with that, let's use 7.19. Okay, ito siyang round up, 7.19. So using our formula here, nga 0.0719, let's see if we will get the same, if we will get 106. Okay, so this 719, and then here is 19. Okay, so ato na ko is 106,622.3292. Atong goal is 106,752.5. Now, di ba? Meaning, atong nakuha ang amount is dili pa siya ang sakto. We still have to go higher, right? Kay mas dako man ato ang goal. Tama?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So adjust na yun ta. So, mag-contact 0.0720. So, with that, 20. And then, 0. And then with that, nakuha na din na ito atong final answer. So meaning, our interest rate should be 7.2%. Nakuha?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, when it comes to interpolation, dili ta mag-rely sa atong nakuha diri. Meaning, kung unsa atong nakuha diri, kay approximation ba siya ha? So, kung unsa atong nakuha diri, dapat ato sa din siyang i-adjust to get to our correct answer. Kay approximate pa man ni. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Pwede ra po mo gamit og table, sir.
Pwede ra pud ka mo gamit og table if you want, pero make sure po nga when you use the table, at the end of the day, if you use the table, i-adjust gyapon nimo siya because using the table is just actually kanang interpolation. Kay HighLow ba gyapon interpolation gyapon si table, di ba? Kay gagamit ba ito siya HighLow method gyapon, tama?
Yes, sir.
Sige. Tapos, where are we? Let's go to our question so far. Question so far?
Wala, sir.
Wala man siguro.
Wala. Okay. So, let's go to our present value of ordinary annuity. Okay, so when we say present value, can somebody chat me the formula for present value of ordinary annuity? Okay, Erica. So, let's ato. So, atong ibutangan diri future value. FB. Okay. And then, on the other tab, let's use PVK. So, according to Erica, the formula for PVOA is this one. Payment times 1 minus 1 plus I to the power of negative n divided by I. Okay. So, nasundan? Anong ingan ang formula? Tama? Agree man tanan, no? Agree? Agree tanan? Okay. Sige.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, guys, kanang clue po bitaw, if ever bitaw nga makalimot mo, ka, di ba, same man ang formula for FB o PV. Now, always remember this one. The goal of the formula is to get a positive numerator. Okay? So with that, kung kanina magod siya kanang kung magkuan 1 plus I to the power of positive n, always greater than 1 yun niya siya. Muna siya, kung minus din mo siya 1, the result is positive. While sa imong PVOA, 1 plus I to the power of negative n, the result of this is always less than 1. Muna siya nga, 1 minus less than 1 is always positive. Nasundan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, mo to siya ang inyong kluha if ever nga malibog mo sa formula. But sa muna siya nga, ang goal sa formula is dapat positive ang numerator. Okay? So, with that, sige, let's get again another example nga more exam-like. Tama?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so, ano to mga exam-like their best, Sir JP? Present value man din. Ay, deletable. Ayun, tama. Lahi. Sige guys, kansa, before we go there sa sample nga problem. What if, what do you call this one? What if ang goal what is the difference between present value and future value of ordinary annuity? What's the difference nila? What you think? Hello? What's the difference? What's the difference between
Annuity payment?
Dili siya ingon sa annuity payment. The difference between present value and the future value is that kabantay mo nga kung si future value manggod is from nothing to something manggod ka. Future value is from nothing to something. When you say nothing to something, wala kay kwarta daan and then mag-accumulate kag kwarta in the future. Gets?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
While when we say present value is from something to nothing. So na kay kwarta daan, hinay-hinayon nimo siya gamit. Until mahimo siyang zero. Okay? Hello?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sige. Wait lang din. Sa mga yun. Lawi, lisod yung hindi ko mag-exam ani nga kwan, guys. Ay, lisod yun akong exam sa ani nga chart. Sige. Sige, so this is the problem. Okay. Manipulation naman na siya. Manipulation na siya of what do you call this one? Manipulation na siya of the formula. Pero let's just say na nga ang ato ang payment is 1459.08. Okay. So here's the thing. So after a down payment of $15, a car costs $60,000. The balance will be paid off in 60 equal monthly payments with interest of 16% per year on the unpaid balance. Find the amount each payment. Wait lang. Okay. Tapos ang i-off akong camera. Tapos, ano naman to? So, assuming ang problem instead is stated this way. After a down payment of 15,000, annuity payment is 1459.08. 7.08 paid off in 60 days. 60. Annuity payment is 1.0 paid off in 60 equal monthly payments with the interest of on the unpaid balance. So find the amount of the unpaid balance. Okay. So with that, using our formula, our payment is 1459.08. And then we multiply that by 1 minus 1. 1. Hindi. 1 plus point. Pila to ka percent? 16 over 12. And then, raised to the power of, delete mo. Raised to the power of, kailangan man siya 60, no? So, 60, negative 60. And then, over I. So, that's 0.16 over 12. Okay. So our future value is 59,999. Future. Our present value is 59,999.86 or 60,000. Sundan. I-try ko lang ninyo og kuan di. Try og calculate sa inyong dali naman ni siya. Try ko lang ninyo calculate using your calculators. Kung makuha ba ninyo si 59,999.86.
Kukuha, sir.
Okay, sige. Now, the question here is, what if ang unknown is si payment? Can somebody chat me the formula for payment? Sige, I'll be waiting. Okay, so Jaira. So payment is, according to Jaira, it's PVOA divided by 1 minus 1 plus I to the negative n. Okay. Or pwede mo siya gamitan og payment. Sige. Is equal to PVOA times I over kani. Sundan nga nung ingani ang formula?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sige. So, with that, so our present value is 60,000, diba? So, 60,000. 60,000 times our, parenthesis na lang. 60,000 times na to, our I is 0.16 over 12. And then, divided by 1 minus 1 plus 0.16 over 12 raised to the power of negative 60. Okay. Okay. So, nakuha na to atong payment ng 1459.08. Nasundan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, somebody chat me the formula for what if ang unknown kay si N? Sa may formula for N, be? Negative ra ba na siya? Sige daw, say formula for N. Sige ha, magulat ko.
Ang payment man, sir ba?
N.
Ay, gani.
Mon, ano ka solusyon sa ako So, change na ko ang schedule sa kung Tuesday nag-working mo na ko sa PTH 4 to 5:30. Ito rin sa Thursday, makasunod ng itong pick-up na section 4:30, 5:30 to 7. Yeah? Ako na. Okay. Let's go with it. Makawasan yung mga kani. Pero pang dusan, dito na po siya mga inantin sa akin. So, magkuha ko BPA form. Kung doon siya na magbili. Ako sa mga not active to Paano naman namin ang schedule? Pag PTH, 5:30. O, 5:30 lang. So, meaning, pwede pa sila 5:30 to 7. Ay, hintay na naman yung kanasida. Kaya yung kubata yan. Natagal mo ang negativity. Mali na level siya ron.
Na ba yung nakakuha sa formula? Wala pa.
At least kung ang siya, di ba
Anyone?
Kasi doon siya nag-type ako siya.
Ako kanina.
Sige.
Sama ni. Si sunod ay times na
I sent something sa messenger, guys, says. Do you think, mo agree ba mo sa ako ang pag-derive sa formulas? Ay, tataas ng question. Ito ano ko siya po. Sige, ito nang i-hide. Tcharan! Kita ninyo? Maklaro na siya?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Kung magamit siya ito mga mathematician ng mga skills, ano no? So, si N ang atong. So, if you can, kung masundan ninyo, so, mabilin dapat atong ipabilin si N. So, ari siya. At so, ato siyang ibalin. So, mamalin si payment, so may mo siyang divide, and then mag-times I din ta. Tama? Tama?
Yes.
Okay. Tapos, kanang tawag ani ay naka-negative man si 1 plus I, so meaning ato siyang himong positive, so ato siyang ibalhin dito sa PCAS. So kani siya is 1 plus I to the power of negative n, and then kani siya ato siyang ibalhin sa PCAS. So muna siya nga ay hindi siya plus, guys, this is minus. Minus ni.
lagi. Minus lagi siya.
Minus. My God, Sir JP. Ano na? Char. Insert. Illustration. Siap. Line. Okay. Ay. Alam siya. Pwede. Kuha na lang. Ay, kabono ko. Z. Insert. Text box. Text box. Okay. Minus ka dali. Minus. Back. This is minus. Very nice. So, minus na siya, guys. Nasundan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Tapos this one is also minus. Okay. Laway kaysa mo lang na music. Kadot lang. Sige. Tapos, kani siya, kay negative man siya, ito sa imong positive. So, muna siya nga, nahimo din siyang 1 over 1 plus I to the power of n. Tama? Sundan?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tapos, para mahimo siyang numerator, ato siyang i-cross multiply. Muna siya nga, nahimo din siyang 1 plus I to the power of n over 1 divided by Sir JP. Anong class ba Sir JP? Ano? Basta ano na siya. Tapos, so muna siya. So 1 plus I to the power over 1 over 1 plus 1 minus DVOA times I over payment. And then with this, makagamit na rin taog logarithm. So n.
Nakaanhin na ko siya ng panabaris.
Okay. Tapos, muna din siya inyong logarithm. Taas kayo siya, no? Ang formula. Pero, guys, what you can do is, inyo na i-calculate and then use our store function. Calculate this separately. Calculate this separately and then use your store function. Okay? Naka-remember pa ba ang tanan or kabulo ba ang tanan saan pag-use sa store function?
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Ay, ambot. Dili ko siya sa abasa.
Sige. Now, sige, let's try this ha. Sige.
Question, sir.
Yes,
Kaning sa 1 over 1 minus PV. Kanang sa numerator nga gilag nato, sir ba? Pwede i-enclose na to na sa parenthesis ang kanang ubos then 8 to the power of negative 1 lang.
Okay. Pwede na po siya.
Okay.
Kay same naman yapon siya og ano.
Makalibat.
Sige. Pwede na yun kayo, soy. No problems. Okay. Sige. So, let's try our kanang, pila ito itong PVO. Itong PV is 60,000, right? PVOA. Okay. Tapos, payment na to is, how much is our payments? This one. Alt H. And then, our I is 0.16 over 12. Ay, Jesus Christ. 12. Tapos, unsa pa? Wala man itong kailangan, no? Yes, Nora. So the question is N. So, guys, if you would grab your calculators, let's try to insert this one. Sige, let's solve it nga katong one time big time nga pag-solve. So log of 1 over 1 minus PVOA is 60,000 times 0.16 over 12 and then divided by payment 1459.083. And then over log of 1 plus 0.16 over 12. Okay. So, nakuha mo og 60. I-try ninyo, nakuha ninyo ang 60, wala. Apples of the worlds and the Philippines.
Wala pa, sir. Kamulo
Kamulo
pa.
pa, sir.
Okay, sige.
Yes, sir. Nakuha na, sir.
Okay, very good. So I don't know if you can see it clearly, but here is murag mo ni siya iyang nawong sa calculator. Can you see properly? Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Okay lang.
Okay, so muna siyang 1 over 1 minus our PVOA nga 60,000 times tayo na to siya og ato ang I 6.16 over 12 atong gi-divide sa payment nga 1459.08 and then log over based on tawag log of 1 plus I, so log of 1 plus 0.16 over 12. Okay. Now, you can also solve it using this way. So, ato itong gamitan itong ingon ni Swirly nga kanang gamitan na to ang kani siya nga part of to the power of negative 1. So, and then let's solve it separately. So, pwede na pag dili lang itong negative 1, kato lang solve it separately. So, 1 over 1 minus our payment is 60,000. Okay. Wala kong kuwan ano kanang beauty products na charot. Tapos divide times 0.16 over 12 over 1459.083. Okay, you can use this honey. So equals din ta. This is the value. And then what we do here is shift and then press our store function. Kaning taas RCL, so kanang press the RCL button. And then we choose letter A. So meaning, kung mugawas na galing na siya, kaning answer is row A, meaning na-store na to imong value sa A. Let's try to check this. So to recall the value, alpha, and then A, and then equal sign, that's the same amount. Okay? Now for the denominator, pwede lang galing, dili na ito ikuan ang denominator, pwede lang budiretso because ayun naman ang denominator. So, magkwantag log of alpha A, so log of alpha A over log of 1 plus 0.16 over 12 over. So this one, inganin na niyang kurma para dili kayo siya makalibat. And then, you'll still get the same value, which is n is 60. Nasundan?
Sir.
Okay. Now, what if ang pangutan kay how many years? So meaning, kani si n, imo na i-divide og m. Now, our m is 12. So simply, our term is
5.
60 over 12, or 5 years. Sundan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the question is, what if si I na po ang pangutana? So naman po na, sir, gano'n si I naman po, sir. What if si I na po ang pangutana? So, when it comes to I, interpolation na po ta. Trial and error method. Now, the thing here is, buo mangguli yung percentage, 16%. So, let's just try this one. So, with this is, kaninga formula itong gamiton, itong kani. And then, assume lang din ta kay mga assumera beta. Charot. Assume lang dayon taog. Assume lang dayon taog mga values. So, and then, n is 16. Okay. So with that, try to start out 10%. 10%.
Ay, nakoy question, sir ba?
Yes, soy.
Kana sa interpolation, sir, kay depende ra na sa imong unsa imong gamiton nga mga values.
Yes, magdepende ka kung magdepende na sa imong trip kung ka magsugod.
Okay.
So 1.3.
Pero wala siya kuan ba?
Walay.
Basta kay makuha.
Basta kay makuha siya. Oo. So, asa man ni? Kanang pero to 10% at pangutanan no 10%. Okay. Okay. Now guys, the thing about present value pod is that kuyaw siya in a sense nga ang iyahang kanang kay di ba so si future value, the higher the interest, the higher the value, tama?
Yes, sir.
Si present value pod, the higher the interest rate, the lower the present value. Bali siya. Nasundan?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Okay, so with that, okay. Di ba, we need to go lower sa tong present value kay 60,000 naman itong goal, right? So since we need to go lower, we need to go higher sa tong percentage. So let's try, maglayo man kayo siya, no? So let's try 0.12. So 0.12 siya, 0.12. 0.12. 0.12. Okay, so as you can see guys, the difference of, di ba, ang difference sa ilang duha, this is 68 minus. This will help you kung saan mo pag-move, kung paspasan ba mo pag-move or imong hinahinayan or sa pag-increase ba sa imong interest rate. Now, as you can see, nga kanang 3,000 ang difference sa pag-move nimo from 0.10 to 0.12. So it's safe to directly move to 0.14 kay kung minus mo ng 3,000, di man gapon siya maabot og 60. So let's diretso tag 0.14. Una siyang teknika para dili kay kadagan og i-try. 0.14. 0.14. Okay? So, so meaning kani pa lang daan, sure na ka nga kung mag-move kag duha na pod another more delikado kay basig mula pa siya og 3,000. Kay 2,000 na naman ang difference niya sa 60,000. So 0.15 ta. Then Kailan man yun? 0.15. 15. Okay, so gamay na lang. So 0.16. 16. 16. Okay. So meaning, ang ato ang interest rate is 0.16. Okay? Nasundan?
Sir.
Okay. Pero if ever nga in between na po siya like from 16.2 ang atong interest rate, then just do this the high-low method gyapon nato ha. Same na gyapon ang method. Okay. Sige. So with that, we're done with chapter 4.
Yay.
Okay. Sige, questions so far? Question? May question, guys?
Sir, na quick question, sir, ba regarding sa book. Kanus ato siya makuan, sir, maabot.
Naka-deposit na mi gahapon, nakasend na po ko sa details sa orders gahapon. Ingon si distributor, pinaka-early is 1 week, pinaka-late is 2 weeks nga arrival.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sige. What else? Kaya ba na pa ba yung klase after this, no? PE ninyo?
Wala may PE karon.
Ay, wala mo yung PE karon. No? Sige, sige. So, questions? Sige, sige. Wala man may PE. Okay na ko nga maghatag og example nga kuan. What if dili siya buo ba? Kanang what if 16.2 or inya na kaya para makatanaw mo unsa siya pag-interpolate.
Sige, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, let's see kung 16.4. Okay. Pila man dayon ang iyahang future value ani guys? What do you think? Be? Lumbalay ta. Char. Pila man ni? Pila man ni? Ay, by the way guys, pila ang total cost sa imong car? Is it 60? Is it 45? Or is it 75? What do you think? Pila yung total cost sa imong car? 75. Okay. Ingon man siya nga after a down payment na pinabilin niya 60. Okay? So, kung may gali siya nga, a car cost 100,000 and then a down payment is required 15,000. So, find the payment for the remaining balance. So, pila man imong remaining balance?
100 minus
15. So, that is 85. Okay. 85. Sige. Sige, unsa man ni baby? This is 15,000. Delete 14. 14, 559.08. So, ito yung formula. Times 1 plus 1 plus point minus man dahil yung plus minus 1 plus point 16 4 over 12 raised to the power of 60 negative 60 negative 60 and then over 0.164 over 12. Okay, so muna siya to ang future value. Okay. So, as you can see, diretso sa diri sa to ang atong HPV. Okay, so nag-change itong PVOA. Now, as based on our previous example, di ba na siya ma-change kanina mga things kay kanang tawag niyo 0.08 na dapat ito sige. Okay, 0.08, 0.08, 0.08. Okay. So, as you can see guys, di ba, our goal is lower pa sa ato ang kanang 0.16. Tama? Nasundan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with that, let's try 0.17. Okay, again, in order to go lower, we have to make our interest rate higher. So 0.17, 17. Okay. So 59,478 is in between this one and this one. Tama?
Yes, sir.
And then looking at our amounts, this is our high, this is our low. Sir, kanong kana ang high kana ang low nga mas taas man si 0.17 kaysa sa 0.16. Now we look at our values, not our percentages. Gets?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
let's use this na pod. Oh, so our high is this one. Wait lang. This is our X. Okay, so high is this one minus X, and then I minus low, or X minus low over high minus low. And then the result is this one over this one. And then this one over this one. Okay. Now, again, kasi common ano si high, no? Right? Tama si high,
Yes,
no?
sir. Hi, sir.
Tapos, so meaning si 0.16 ta mag-start now. Atong goal is in between 0.16 and 0.17. Unsa man nato buhaton ani, do we add this to 0.16 or do we deduct this from 0.16? What do you think? Add, deduct?
Add, sir.
Add. Okay, so that is 16 plus this one. Then this one is, so to get a number in between, this one is uncommon, it's a low, so 0.617 ta mag-start. To get a number in between 16 and 17, do we add this from 17 or deduct?
Deduct.
Okay, so 17 minus, you will still get the same amount. Tama?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So meaning, let's start at 0.16, 4. 40, 40, whatever. Kaya ikaw naman siya. So, 40. So, if you get lucky, actually, guys, hindi ka kailangan mag-adjust. There are times nga kanang swerte-swerte lang, ganon. Okay, so with that, you already got your kanang goal. And, meaning, imong interest rate is 0.164. Nasundan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, muna na siya nga to ang muna na siya itong discussion for chapter 4. Okay? But anyway, guys, there's a chance you guys kakala bitang kanang, for example, sa future value or sa present value, mayon ko nga, what if nasayop siya og deposit or like nag-undang siya deposit in between the period, pila na lang din ang mabilin nga pila na ang mabilin nga future value or pila ang mabilin nga present value. Yan na. Okay? So, try to kanang imagine how you would solve that. In order to solve that, you would actually make use dapat of your chapter 2 and 3 as a equivalent values ng idea and merge it with this chapter 4, 5, and 6 ng mga ideas. Okay? So, muna siya inyong kanang nahalad akong clue kung saan type of exam na yung mga ingana ng mga problems. Okay? Sige. So with that, wala na may question, no? Kaya mabahin na po sa PICAS para mag-discuss mo sa chapter 5. Ha?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you,
Hey
sir.
guys, thank you so much guys for this morning. I hope you learned something. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Ay, by the way, leave na mo diretso ha para ma-download ako ang video. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.